yeah.
They didn't eat too much.
Yeah.
They didn't eat too much over the holidays. So they're hungry for some sports talk
Oh
and
yeah.
entertainment.
Oh yeah.
Sports talk and entertainment. Excuse me. Sit on down. Enjoy yourself. Sit on down. Coming to you live from the Sit Your Ass Down studio. Welcome to the Meat and D
Pops and Son.
podcast.
For that ass.
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 No Diddy.
No doubts.
Today is November 30th, 2025. The last day of November as we move into the final month of the year.
Crazy.
Where has this
year
gone? Where has this year gone? All right, son. We'll start off by paying some respects.
Out of here.
Rest in peace to Viola Ford Fletcher, the oldest survivor of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre.
Y'all saw that.
She passed away at the age of 111. 111. Crazy. Jimmy
111.
Cliff, reggae legend, passed away at the age of 81. To former Black Panther leader H. Rap Brown, he died in prison at the age of 82. To Joan Branson, the wife of British billionaire Richard Branson, passed away at the age of 80. I didn't even know he was married. Every time I see him, he's solo. And
He kept
never
it under
knew the
wraps.
man. I thought he
Kept
was
it under wraps.
sleeping with the models and all that good stuff. He still might have been. I don't know. Fuzzy Zeller, two-time major champion, haunted by racist jokes about Tiger Woods, died at the age of 74. To Tom Stoppard, playwright who won an Oscar for Shakespeare in Love, passed away at the age of 88. So rest in peace to those folks. Yeah, Fuzzy's is a funny story. Not a funny story, it's a sad story. He tried to crack a joke. This is after Tiger won the Masters in 1997. So the following year, when you return to Augusta, you have what's called the Masters Dinner. And the winner picks the menu. So he was joking with the reporters, telling Tiger, don't serve up no fried chicken or collard greens or whatever they eat was the quote.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's
and
all
so
bad.
after that,
you said,
yeah, he tried to clean it up and he tried to apologize. Huh?
That's not even like a funny joke.
That's not a funny joke. That was racist as hell.
I would have been like, oh, you serving some fried chicken, fried rice.
Man, his career went down from there. He lost a lot of respect. I think he lost some endorsements off of it.
That's what you get.
Yeah, you try to crack a funny, and it ended up.
You try to crack a funny.
Try to crack a funny and got played.
Some money.
Right. Moving on to birthdays today, November 30th. First one to my baby girl, your sister, Ashley Nicole Johnson. Celebrates her 35th baby girl.
Baby girl.
Celebrates her birthday today. Marcellus Wiley, American football defensive end, Pro Bowler. Played for the Bills. I know he played for the Raiders, I do believe, as well. And broadcaster. He celebrates a birthday. Ray Durham, MLB infielder, played for the White Sox, celebrates. Yvonne Pudge Rodriguez, Hall of Fame catcher, 14-time MLB All-Star, World Series with the Florida Marlins in 2003, won an MVP with the Rangers in 1999, and a 13-time Gold Glover, celebrates a birthday.
Gold Glover.
To Robert Griffith, and not Robert Griffin, but right. Strong safety, played for the Vikings. Two other teams, celebrates a birthday. Larry Brown won an MVP Super Bowl 30 with the Cowboys. Celebrates a birthday today. To Vincent Bo Jackson, college pro football Hall of Fame running back.
Bo
knows baseball outfielder. He was an all-star in 89 with the Royals. He also made a Pro Bowl with the Raiders. The dude was an all-around talent.
Oh, yeah, like an athlete, overall athlete.
Overall athlete.
No basketball or nothing like that.
Bo don't know basketball.
Bo don't know no basketball.
But Bo knew everything else.
He's really good. Right now, he's really good at archery, too.
Yeah, I was going to say that. That's funny. You see his
archery, too. His
30 for 30.
30 for 30.
They
Yep.
say whatever he takes up, he's a good fisherman too. So he loves to fish. I
Damn.
don't know if he hunts, but I guess
Bow no
using that
fish.
bow
I mean,
knows.
using a bow and fishing, I'm sure you do a little hunting. You
What if
country
he?
too.
One of my favorite coaches, Hall of Famer Bill Walsh, would have
Bill
celebrated a
Walsh.
birthday today. But coach for my 49ers, creator of the West Coast offense. Yeah, passed away in 2007. I thought that
Damn.
Bill had,
That's a
I
long.
didn't
Yeah,
think
that's
it'd
a
been
while
that
ago.
long ago, but I knew he had some form of cancer, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
But won Super Bowls in 81, 84, and 88. Coach of the Year in 1981 with the 49ers. Also coached in college for Stanford University. So
Okay.
happy birthday to those folks.
Man, happy birthday to them folks.
Little sports history on the 30th. In 2015, NBA star Kobe Bean Bryant,
Kobe
rest in
Bean
peace,
Bryant. Rest in
announces
peace.
his intention to retire at the end of the season. So Bean made that announcement in 2015, I guess 10 years
Man,
ago today.
rest
Yeah.
in peace to the Bean. Right now, I'm reading
Rest
a
in peace
book
to the Bean.
called Relentless. It's about the athletic trainer who trained Michael Jordan. He trained Kobe
Tim,
Bryant. Tim Grover.
there you go.
Tim
Because I think
Grover.
he also created a line of clothing for like muscle bound folks, like
Oh,
the untucked shirts and then the
okay.
suits. Yeah, the
Yeah.
jackets and all
Yeah,
that.
it's a pretty good book. Yeah, he caught D Wade and along other Hall of Famers. Used to go to
Okay.
them for as far as like mental training. It's just about to go from good to great to unstoppable, like the mental aspect of it. So, really good book so far.
All right. All
Shout out to
right.
the Bean.
Shout out to the Bean and rest in peace, Bean.
Rest in peace.
2012, Georgetown and Tennessee hold each other scoreless over the final 4 minutes, and the Hoyas beat the Volunteers 37-36 in a display of abysmal shooting in the SEC Big East Challenge. The teams combined to make just 7 of 20 shots from the free throw line. The field goal shooting is just as horrid, with the Vols hitting 33% and the Hoyas 36%. 2012, this was a big deal. NBA Commissioner David Stern fines the San Antonio Spurs $250,000 for disservice to the league and our fans when they don't bring Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and Danny Green to Miami for the final game of a 6-game trip. That's what started load management right there. That was the beginning of it. Pop would purposely leave players back at home so they didn't have to suit up. And then, like I said, the Spurs got fined for that.
Damn. And then Kawhi Leonard took it to a whole nother level.
He took it to a whole different, but he learned it from Pop.
He said, Papa told me.
Pop taught me.
Papa told me to do it.
2008, Oakland has only one catch by a wide receiver in its 2013 loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, and that officially was for 0 yards by Ronald Curry on a hook and lateral play.
We need a garbage.
Man, 1996, Michael Jordan, becomes the 10th player in NBA history to reach 25,000 points after scoring 35 in the Bulls' 97-88 win at San Antonio. Jordan reaches 25,000 in 782 games, faster than any other player but Wilt Chamberlain, who needed 691. That's a lot of points. So
that's a lot of points. That is you scoring.
You are scoring. So
and he
rest
wasn't the
in
biggest
peace.
Guy in the court. Yeah.
Yeah. Happy birthday and some history on the 30th. What's on tap?
What's the haps with the taps?
What's the tap with the haps with the haps with the taps? First of all, got a couple games of note today. You got the Texans at the Colts. You got Danny Dimes. He's got a fractured fibula. So they say that's a fractured fibula. So they say that has limited his mobility, and they're going to have to lean on Jonathan Taylor. This is when he's going to earn that offensive player of the year if he can get back right. The Chiefs shut him down last week.
If I'm Houston, bring it.
Right.
Loading up the box. I'm getting after Danny. Danny shouldn't even have to beat you. And if you got JT, you see, this is where the Colts might get exposed right here.
Yeah.
This is where they might get exposed right here.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad you ain't
Anthony Richardson?
Yeah.
When's the last time we saw him on the field? That's your backup.
He ain't focused on football.
No. We'll see. Well, we'll see if he has to get in there.
We'll see.
if they knock Danny Dimes out. And the other game of note for me is the Bills at the Steelers.
That's a
Bills
good
have been
game.
struggling lately. Aaron Rodgers is supposed to be back in the lineup today, and both of those teams need a win.
They
Steelers
both-
need to keep pace in that AFC North, and the Bills, they're trying to catch the Patriots. So they're trying to, matter of fact, they've, I think, been reduced to a wild card team. They're trying to just get into the wild card.
Oh, the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Bills are like 7-4, 7-3,
Yeah,
something like that.
I think.
I mean, yeah, the
I
Patriots.
think they could 8-5 or no, that'd be 13 games. I think you're right. It's either 7-4 or
Yeah, I think they're 7-4. They're 7-4 right now.
they were one of the
7-4.
hottest teams at the beginning of the year. We were talking about them and the Colts. Now the Colts have come back to earth. They lose today, you're basically going to give away the AFC South to the Texans, who've
Yeah,
been on a roll as of late.
Who got on the roll, and then the AFC North with the Steelers and them, they're 6-5.
Right.
Ravens are 6-6, and
they play next week. The Steelers and the Ravens play. We're getting to the point of the season where these are starting to become elimination games from the playoffs. For real. Monday Night Football, you got the Giants at the Patriots. Jackson Dart will be back in the lineup for the Giants, going up against Drake May. Yeah. I was going to say, you're not really playing for anything.
You're not playing for Nathan.
Yeah, let the man.
James has been looking good.
James hasn't looked bad at all. It's just their defense can't do anything.
Nothing.
Another possible elimination game is Thursday night. You got the now surging Dallas Cowboys traveling to Detroit. Take on
that's another.
Dallas
and the D.
The Lions cannot afford to lose that game.
No, that's a playoff game because the Dallas is
a
hungry.
playoff game.
Dallas is hungry. The receivers looking popping. Pickens doing his thing. Defense.
Dak has been very impressive.
Dak been on.
They have the number one offense in the league right now.
That's crazy.
And it's by
defense
a long
is
shot.
30th.
Huh?
I was saying, but the defense is ranked 30th.
They do allow a lot of points. That's a good question. And then moving on, we got championship week in college football. And we'll talk about some of the matchups in just a little bit. UFC 323, you got Mirab Devalishvili taking on Petr Yan. And then you got Alexander Pantoja taking on Joshua Van. So you got two good fights there. And then we got a little fisticuffs boxing. Isaac Pitbull Cruz will take on Lamont Roach.
Okay,
for the
there
WC
we go, baby.
Super Lightweight Championship. Yeah, so we got a good week of sports ahead of.
Pitbull versus Lamont? Pitbull versus Roach?
Yeah. Roach should win that. Pitbull hadn't looked all that impressive here lately, his last couple of fights.
Pitbull just got tenacity. He ain't gonna stop.
You know he's not gonna stop. He's gonna come right at you.
Right. He's still gonna finish a fight.
He's gonna come right at you. You better be ready to tee off on
him out. You're gonna have to knock him out.
And thank you.
Can't leave Pitbull around. You can't leave
no,
Pitbull.
sir.
Can't back him down in the corner.
Because he'll knock you out. You mess
you
around.
Give him an opportunity.
Shuck around and find out.
Shuck around and find out.
All right, son. In the leadoff spot, which teams will be left on the outside looking in?
On the outside.
And this is referring to the CFP playoff rankings, which were announced on the 25th. We normally look at see how teams fared, and we'll do that, but I want to go in reverse order. So these four teams, you got Utah 10-2, Vanderbilt 10-2, they're 13th, 14th. Michigan lost, they were 15th, and you got Texas at 16th at 9-3. I don't think what I'm trying to say is the top 12 that were ranked this past week, I think they'll all stay in. I don't think the committee's going to knock despite what happens during championship week. I don't see anybody get knocked out.
I don't know how you can hate from outside of the club.
Right.
You can't even get in.
The
only team, Texas shouldn't be in there. They already got 3 losses.
Right. And they're not even in the top 12.
Yeah, Utah's not strong enough. Michigan just got dominated by Ohio State.
So they won't get in.
The only other team I can see you maybe can vouch for is Vanderbilt. They're in the SEC. They only lost 2 games. Pavia's been balling. That's a well-coached team.
Possible Heisman candidate.
He's been balling. He's actually really been playing well. But the teams you got in right now, they're already, like you said, there's not really much Unless I really can't see it. We're at championship.
It's a championship week.
Yeah, it's at
So
championship week.
even
So, I
if you
mean,
lose that game,
made
we'll
it to
go
the
through it.
championship.
So we'll start with number 1. Ohio State finished the year at 12-0. They took care of business and left no doubt that it's the top team in the country. But 27-9 win over Michigan. They haven't beat Michigan since
they needed that win.
2019. Ohio State became the first team to hold its first 12 opponents to 17 points or less for the entire season. That's pretty
defense
impressive.
going crazy.
Defense is going crazy. Indiana finished 12-0. Number 2, Indiana. They dominated Purdue 56-3.
Purdue.
And they'll take on Ohio State in the Big Ten title game. Whoever loses probably shouldn't even drop. Right. They only have the one loss. And they probably shouldn't drop no more than that next spot.
Right.
If Indiana wins, they'll be number 1. Ohio State will be number 2.
Right.
Yep. Then number 3 coming in was Texas A&M. They got beat. They got upstaged and upset by Texas 27-17.
They did.
They will drop in the rankings, but they're not going to drop out.
They only lost one game, and they just
only lost one game.
To Texas.
And you lost it to Texas, and you lost it late in the year. So you're not going to drop out. Georgia Bulldogs, number 4. Now, they didn't run all over Georgia Tech, but they got the job done.
We got it done, baby.
And they'll take on Alabama in the SEC title game. Even if they lose that, they'll be 11-2. You're not knocking them out of it.
You can't lose to Bama twice.
Can't lose to them twice, but it won't hurt you in terms of you're not going to get that first round bye, but you'll still make the playoffs.
Yeah, we can't drop all the way out of it.
No, they won't drop out.
Damn, I'm about to say this. You can't drop
not at 11-2.
Right.
And then the only team you lost to was Alabama.
That's the only team we lost.
So
then we lose to them again. They just got our number.
They'll just move up. Right. Alabama will move up, and we'll get to them in just a second. Number 5, Texas Tech finished at 11-1. They scored 40 points for the 8th time this season. They'll take on BYU in the Big 12 championship. They're not going to drop out. Even if they lose to BYU, I don't see them dropping. Oregon is 11-1, number 6. They beat Washington 26-14. Now, they'll sit back and see what the CFP committee does in terms of rankings, because they're not going to make it to the Big Ten title game. So there's a chance they could get knocked out, but I just don't see it. I don't see them falling six spots and you didn't lose.
Right.
You should probably stay right about there. Number 7, Ole Miss finished the season 11-1. They're not going to move. They don't play anybody. They're not going to lose and drop a spot. I don't see that happening. Probably going to be Lane Kiffin's last game at the school. First time that they finished with 11 wins in the school's history.
Damn. So we'll
talk about him in a little bit. Number 8, Oklahoma beat LSU 17-13, and they should stay or remain in the college football rankings. I don't see them getting knocked out. Notre Dame did run the table, D. We talked about it earlier in the season. Now, their strength of schedule is suspect.
Notre Dame.
They ran the table, though, 49-20 with the win over Stanford last night. They'll see where the CFP will rank them. Alabama held off Auburn 27-20 in the Iron Bowl. Will play Georgia in the SEC championship game. Now, if they lose that game, though, that'll put them at 9-3.
Alabama?
Yeah. Now, they have a chance of getting knocked out. They got a chance of getting knocked out of it.
We wouldn't mind it. Get them out of here.
BYU is number 11.
They ain't doing nothing.
Finished at 11-1. They blew out UCF 41-21. They'll play Texas Tech in the Big 12 championship. So they probably have to win that game to keep Vanderbilt from sneaking up in there. That's what I really see. And then Miami had its way with Pitt 38-7, and is hopeful that they will stay in the college football rankings. So is Virginia? Is Virginia and who's the other team for the ACC title? Miami didn't make it, so they won't play in the championship game. ACC.
Ooh, they won't make it.
It's Virginia, Duke. So it's University of Virginia against Duke. So
Virginia versus Duke.
That'll probably knock Miami out. because the winner of that game gets an automatic bid.
They had some pretty suspect losses this year, so
They beat Notre Dame though.
yeah.
I forgot who else they lost to.
They lost to SMU, didn't they? Lost to SMU.
Yeah, I think you're
they lost
right.
to Louisville.
Yeah.
They had some just like unranked opponents they lost to. They ain't that. They all right. Like
they'll probably get knocked
losing
out.
to now. If you losing
Yeah,
another
they finished
ranked
10
opponent,
and 2. They're 12th. One of those teams get the automatic berth. Yeah, Miami, you're gonna get knocked out. Yeah, you're gonna get knocked out. And Vanderbilt might sneak in.
And you're in the ACC.
The ACC. You had a chance to win that. That was at the beginning of the year. That was your division or your conference to win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. They should have won that. All right, we'll move on. The Lane Watch. I think we're just about at the end of it. It sounds like Lane Kiffin is minutes away from leaving Ole Miss,
switching
headed to Baton Rouge to take the LSU job. Now, what I heard late last night, D, the only holdup is doesn't have anything to do with money. It's he wants to take his staff with him, and Ole Miss doesn't want him to be able to get the team. Yeah, you can't just take everybody. Okay, you can leave. Maybe you take one or two people, but you can't take the whole coaching squad.
I'm gonna have to. I got to. That's why they got the success now.
You're right. He built a great staff, but you may to be able to take that leap and leave. You might have to sacrifice not having all the coaches that you want.
Man.
Because think about it from Ole Miss's standpoint, you probably want to promote one of those coordinators, either the offensive coordinator or his defensive coordinator.
But it's up to that head coach to accept that position though. Or if he wants to decide to leave. They're gonna want to promote them, but if the dudes I'm sure they probably would take the job if the money's right. Ultimately it's their decision because they have the right to go with Lane if they want to.
Yeah, they're free agents because typically when the coach leaves, everybody's fired. So yeah, you're right from that standpoint. I guess my whole thing would be if I'm one of those assistants and this could be my first head coaching job or a big time head coaching job, I'll just use his blueprint and I'll do everything that he was doing.
Nah, that's when it gets sticky. Oh yeah. Leave your playbook.
Leave your playbook. Leave everything else.
Right.
For real, I would follow that blueprint. Continue to build that program because they can have success in the SEC. And as you see, he built a playoff contending team.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's all you can ask for as a fan, as a booster, as an administrator. I'd be like, yeah, man, I'll take the job. Lane, deuces. Thanks for everything you did for me. And we'll see you down the road. We'll be playing each other.
Oh yeah, because for just your own personal reasons too as well, you might want to just go ahead and boost yourself up, get yourself some experience. Eventually, you want to maybe get out
get from under him.
Get shadow. From under him, get down there under his shadow and start something of your own, build your own culture. That's where it gets tough because you got to keep a consistent. Because even if Lane switches and he can't bring his guys, that doesn't necessarily mean LSU's going to have success.
Right?
It's never just the coach. It's never just the coach. It's the people around them with that as well. So if you can't bring, you look at the Detroit right now. Detroit still got the same like players and stuff like that, but not having
coach,
not having Ben Johnson there
makes a big difference.
With Aaron Glenn, it makes a big difference. Now look at Chicago. Chicago balling. Chicago.
We're going to talk about them, D. Yeah,
but it's just saying you got someone else calling the plays. He calling mediocre plays. Ben Johnson was opening up that offense.
Like, oh my goodness, the trick plays. And he's doing it in Chicago.
He's doing it in Chicago. So even if Lane Kiffin leaves and he can't bring, because I'm bringing who's going to help contribute to, who's been contributing to my success. You can't bring everybody, but I'm going to try to bring.
I'll take less money to take the people that I want with me.
Right. And you give it to him and make sure his pockets are blessed.
Exactly.
Because he's out here coaching the offense, and our offense is the best it's been in years. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have to take him. Everyone else, hopefully.
But actually, but no, Lane calls the offense.
Oh, Lane called the offense? Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna bring
I'm gonna bring my defensive coordinator.
Lane might be okay.
And then maybe bring my quarterbacks coach.
Yeah, something
Something
like
like
that.
that. Yeah.
You
But no, I know what you mean though.
know, you gonna
The
have to make a
people that have
list.
been the people who've helped me elevate this program are the ones I need to bring with me. And if that means I leave a little money on the table, so be it.
So be it. That money will come if you get a
I can get
championship in
that back.
LSU.
Yeah, and you win that
Boosters, somebody gonna bless your
championship.
pockets.
Yes, sir. The boosters will bless you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not even paying for a meal anyway.
No, you shouldn't have to. You should have to.
Especially if you're winning.
Yeah,
If you can
exactly.
get LSU back into that national championship conversation, oh, but you ain't worried about it. You ain't worried
You
about
definitely
nothing.
gonna get your money
You
back.
ain't worried about nothing.
What you talking about? Nothing. Huh?
Ain't talking about
We
nothing.
talking about nothing.
Huh? Ain't talking about nothing.
All right, son. This next one is called "Did We Make Our Move Too Soon?" So this concerns Georgia Tech. Listen to this. They were paid last year $10 million to play their game against Georgia that they just had. It was yesterday, right?
Yeah,
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
Black
So
Friday.
they were paid $10 million instead of playing on campus at Bobby Dodd Stadium. They were paid $10 million to move that game to the Dome. Think about how that changes. When you bring Georgia to the Dome, you're able to bring more people. If they played on campus, that crowd would have been primarily Georgia Tech fans, and they would have had more of a home field advantage versus playing in the Dome. And the sad part for them is, yeah, they got the money, but the guy that negotiated the deal is no longer with the team. I think the athletic director or whoever brokered that deal, he's not even with Georgia
He ain't
Tech
even with
anymore.
them. He about
So
just
he
him
didn't get to live off of it. He didn't get to get any of it. I just think how amazing you look at it from the standpoint we can have this game that's a big rivalry right on our own campus.
Rivalry week.
And get all the money from the ticket sales. And yeah, the 10 million is going to help. But I just think especially how well Georgia Tech had played this season, they almost deserve to have that game on campus versus having it at a neutral site.
And it was a close game too, and
it was a close game.
Extra advantage definitely would have helped you out a little bit more. I mean, traveling, having your fans there, having it being a home game, it definitely would have helped you guys out. Just getting that little slight edge because it was a pretty close game. They were playing us pretty closely.
Oh, pretty tight. I kept waiting on Georgia to pull away. They just couldn't do it.
They could not do it. So yeah, looking back, that 10 might have cost you a win.
It might have cost you a trip to the playoffs. Because you possibly could have gotten into that ACC title game.
Could have squeaked in there because they've had one of the best seasons in a long time.
Long time.
A long time.
Oh, well, maybe you made your move too soon.
It depends what they do with the money.
We'll never find that part out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Depends what they did with the money, if it was worth it or not, them getting the win. If you're using it for something else, facilities, more recruiting,
NIL or something like that.
NIL, yeah. If you can go to some NIL and get some top players, then hey, maybe it's the long game. But right now, really didn't go in your direction.
No, it really didn't help you out much. All right. Now that the Cowboys are on a run and becoming relevant again, are you shocked?
How about them Cowboys?
They boast the league's best offense, and the defense has been much improved with Quinnen Williams. I am shocked, D. I just figured with no Miker, they weren't going to do a whole lot. Then they came out of the box slow. But they're getting hot or got hot at the right time.
I mean, since the season started, they had a red hot offense. It's just been the defense has been struggling. They have nobody. They have no pass rush, no one to get after the quarterback. They've been letting teams just score all over them. Now they're finally holding teams to a certain amount, and they're outscoring the teams, and they're winning games at the end. Big win against Eagles, big win against the Chiefs. And now you go into Detroit, which another playoff team. If you beat them, you're starting to get that momentum because we might be seeing the wheels fall off for the Eagles for real. I mean, they look
Yep. I'll mention that. Yeah, I think we're back to 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, when they started off hot and then they started crumbling towards the end because Kellen Moore left. That's another thing. One of your main guys who was helping out the offense. The offense is struggling right now. The offense is struggling. So many times you can do the tush push. Right. Saquon, they're scheming on Saquon. They're not really doing nothing. But going back to the Cowboys, Am I surprised? I'm really not too surprised. The Cowboys have always done a good job of keeping talent on the roster. Their problem is just bringing it all together and getting the right person to just hold it together, bring it together. I think they're rocking with.
Schottenheimer's done a good job.
I think
Brian
they're rocking
Schottenheimer.
with Scheidenheimer right now.
Hmm.
The defense was really struggling, so they addressed those issues. Max playing at another level. He's probably an MVP candidate on a losing
Yes,
like a
he is.
losing team. If the record was different, we'll be talking
Hmm.
about Dak being the
And
MVP. But
Stafford wasn't playing so well.
correct. So I'm not really surprised that they're having this type of success. I'm almost surprised that they've struggled so much this season, more than them not having success. But they're finally getting together. They're finally learning how to win games and addressing these issues. I'm not saying they're like Super Bowl or nothing like that, but they can keep somebody out of the playoffs.
Right.
They can,
They
you know
can
what I'm
play
saying?
spoiler, yeah.
They can play spoiler for sure, and maybe end on a winning record potentially. What are they at? Like 5 losses, 6 losses, 5 losses,
I want to say they're 6-5.
6-5. So yeah, you if you could finish out strong, you can finish with a winning record, play spoiler, and then build on for next season. But they'll have to get that defense ready. They'll have to get that defense. But Pickens and CD have been playing well.
Man.
Ferguson's been playing that. The offense has been looking great. The way Dak's been playing, they're keeping them upright. Yeah, it's really just the defense. Defense got to learn how to stop. You get some playmakers on defense, you might be working with something. But
yeah, and if the Eagles keep losing and Cowboys keep winning, they can come on up to that. Yeah, as I was saying, the Eagles are starting to come back to the pack. The Cowboys are second. They have a real good opportunity to take that division away from the Eagles. And the Eagles will be the team that's going to be on the outside looking in with possibly a wild card hunt. And that'd be one of the worst collapses in recent memory. I know they collapsed a couple years ago, limped into the
since
playoffs.
their last collapse.
Yeah, you're right. Right.
Same team was going to do the same type
Same team gonna do the same thing.
Same type of collapse. You start so good, and then you're going through your struggle, your rut at the worst time to do it.
And then just all the chirping all season, the backbiting, and all the negativity for a team that's coming off of a Super Bowl championship and an opportunity to repeat. You were a strong contender to do so. But anyway, we'll move on. Ben Johnson and the Bears.
Ben Johnson.
Like, can one man change a team? Yes, he can. They have
definitely can.
4 road wins in 6 games. Matt Eberflus had 3 in all of 22 games. 3 road wins in 22 games. Ben Johnson already has 4. And the offense is ranked 6th through 12 games. Last year, they were last in the league. The Bears are positioned 1 game behind the Rams for best team in the NFC.
They're bought in. You get a guy who can bring some culture,
some structure,
some culture, and shoot, he's a player's coach. He's out there after the win. He in there with his shirt off, doing the little dance and going crazy. But that's who you need. These are grown men. These are multi-millionaires. They don't really have to listen to necessarily anybody for real. For real, if you want them to buy in, they want to play for a coach that has their back, that they believe in them, that
they can have fun with.
Someone who they can go out and play for. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, of course, they want to win a Super Bowl. But if you don't have that locker room with a tight knit group, cohesiveness, your leader, your head coach is someone you can go out and play for, they're not going to be bought in at all. Eberflus was not the guy. He was better being next to be.
He might not be the man in Dallas because that defense has been so horrible.
That defense is terrible. So he's definitely probably not the man in Dallas either. But Ben Johnson comes in with his staff, some of his coaches, and he brings in something that Chicago's really been missing: a culture. I think a lot of teams like the Falcons, like some of these teams
the Jets
who have potential.
Still, we'll give Aaron Glenn a chance.
Yeah, we'll give him a pat. Yeah, this is
Cleveland. That's the team.
There you go, Cleveland. You got these teams who have potential, but no one's really there to bring a culture. What Dan Campbell did with the Lions, with Miko Ryan did with the Texans, with Mike Vrabel did with the Patriots. You know, Sean McVay did with the Rams. You bring in a culture, a winning culture. You have a player's coach, and someone who's gonna, at the end of the day, just crazy enough to do whatever it takes to get the job done. And you look at them, they've been. We talked about the Colts earlier on this season about how much of a surprise they were. I guess as far as from the midseason to now, Chicago has really surprised me. They're the leaders in that division over Detroit and over the Packers right now.
Exactly.
And I did not see that coming
No.
at all. Rookie
I
head
can see them
coach,
being improved, but not like to this.
not like
this. No, not like this.
You getting a good win on Thanksgiving? No, it was Black Friday. My bad. A good win on Black Friday against the defending champions
in their backyard,
and on a road game, and it wasn't even really close. They won handedly. Like
no,
that's
and we can say it. I'm gonna say it here. That's your coach of the year.
Yeah, he got
Ben Johnson has to be the coach of the year. You can't tell me.
Strong,
yeah,
he's the coach of the year for sure.
You just came in and turned them around. Nah, you're the coach of the year.
They believe
in my book. All right. Did you know this was a thing? It's from the Pro League Network. It's a sport called Coffin Wars. Have you seen it?
Coffin Wars?
So here's the explanation. Full contact grappling where athletes grapple inside casket-sized cages in a ridiculous clash of strength, strategy, and pure undeadlifted willpower. So the premise of it is it's a wooden coffin.
Okay.
I'm laying down and dude gets on top of me. The first one to get out is the winner. Then you have 2 rounds. Then you have it where you're both up, kind of like in the wrestling stance. You know how you have your arm around the midsection?
Yep.
Then I have to fight my way out, and you got to hold me down and get out too. It's the craziest thing. I just stumbled upon it last night. I'm gonna talk about it some more. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
Because they got the hand-to-hand compact when they're in the seat, and they got the seat belt. It's like they got like the Muay Thai fighters, like MMA, but they're in the seat belt, and then you got to get control of the seat belt, and you got to tap them out.
You serious?
There's a sport for everything.
Where'd they come up with some of this stuff?
I thought the Coffin Wars was like like somebody you coughing on somebody, but it's like a coffin. I'm like, damn, somebody's sick.
A wooden coffin.
They get Undertaker in there. Undertaker would probably be cold at mother.
Dang. Dang. It should be funny how the lights would go out.
Man, not to put the Taker in that Coffin Wars, that coffin match.
I just don't even get it. Like, you could have kept that one.
Man, they could have kept it alive. It's just entertainment.
It's stupotainment. All right. Moving on to Pops' pop culture question of the week.
Pops' pop culture question of the week.
So in light of how much snow we got yesterday, my question is, what's your go-to when it snows? Do you want to get outside in it? Especially with man Jamari. You want to get out, throw some snowballs, build a snowman, or do you want to just stay warm and chill and watch sports? For me, now that I don't have young kids, I want to stay in the house and chill out, watch TV.
Yeah, no, for real. A little bit of both. That's exactly what we did yesterday. Got up, cleared out a little pathway, get the cars cleaned off, get them running just to get them a little hot, and then we built snowman. We did a snowball fight. We did all that, and then after that, came inside, warmed up, made some soup, watched a movie, did the whole cozy thing. So we do a little bit of both. With little man, we're gonna get out because he's gonna want to get out.
He's gonna want to get out.
He's gonna want to get out. He's first thing he saw snow. He's like, "Oh, can we do a snowball fight?" We do a little bit of let's do a little bit, like an hour or two outside. Let's get in the snow. We built a snowman, so we did that, and then after that, let's come inside. Let's chill for a little bit. Let's warm up. Eat some soup, and it was perfect. So yesterday was a good day. So I like a good balance of both.
Yeah, when I was younger, my go-to was Johnny across the street and Ray next door. We all had hockey sticks, so we'd get out there and play hockey in the street.
Yeah, with the neighborhood kids.
Yeah, oh yeah, I used to love to get out.
Get outside a little bit.
Yeah, when you all were small, we'd go outside and play in it and do certain things. Like you say, build a little snow. Your mom was more help you all with the snowman than I was. My thing is I want to hit somebody with a snowball.
The snowball fight. That's a must. You got to.
You can't beat a good snowball fight.
And the snow yesterday was perfect for snowballs. It was
Yeah.
literally like you
It was
scoop it up.
slushy.
Yeah, you scoop it up and it already formed in your hand. It was
you
nice.
You can make bricks.
Oh yeah, make a
For
nice
real.
snow, and it was perfect for making a snowman. Made one real quick, but yeah, the stage of life I'm at now, I like a little balance of both.
All right, cool. We'll move on. Get our. Oh, that's a nice sweet pour.
The juice
right there.
is loose.
The juice is loose.
The juice is loose.
Pour some juice on the floor.
On the floor.
It's time for that juicy news. And of course, we are powered by Excess Energy and sponsored by MGD Apparel, our merchandising company.
Apparel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get your stuff looking crispy. Yep. Get that merch.
MGD Apparel. Get all your apparel.
Time for that juicy news.
And get it on a mug. Get it on a
mug.
Get you
real.
on a mug.
Those mugs look nice.
On a mug.
Juicy news, because if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
Young brother. Young sister. Young player. All right, son.
So for that juicy news, because if you don't know, now you know. This is a little segment of juicy news. This is called Ruined or Romantic.
Okay.
Now you and mom
or romantic.
Ruined or romantic. So I'm gonna talk about a topic here, and you're gonna tell me is it ruined or is this romantic? Now you've been with mom for quite some time, long time. Would you ever get a portrait of her face on you?
No. That's not romantic.
So that's not romantic in your case?
No.
Okay,
no.
So 23-year-old Jalen Green, he gets a portrait of his now girlfriend, Drea Michelle, a nice little portrait on his back.
But they fight all the time.
Of a nice portrait, and you can see clearly on his back. And so my question is that romantic, or if you guys break up, did you just ruin a part of your body that you didn't really have to do? You really, like athletes nowadays, they put portraits of people, MLK or Obama, or even people
Mao
who
Zedong. I've seen him. I know Tyson had him on it.
Yeah, and then I know that some players do their significant other's lips.
I think that's something, one of the dumbest things.
Or even a name, something name. But doing a full portrait of that person,
you better hope you can be with them for life.
That's something I wouldn't even be comfortable doing that now that I'm married.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even as a married man.
As I love my mom, I don't see me doing that one. I could possibly put her name somewhere, or
right.
But a portrait, no, that's a little
portrait.
Bit. No,
I don't find that really romantic, because a lot of times that couple don't stay together, and
then he gonna just put a big blotch in his back.
Yeah, and then so what are you gonna do to cover that up?
You gotta turn that into something else.
You're gonna have to put like a big back tattoo and turn it into something.
That's what I'm saying. This is a big blotch. You just have somebody just darken it in. Your back is ruined.
Your back is ruined. I think doing that type of stuff, you ruin your body. I don't think that's really something that's romantic. You see the person's
almost
face.
Jinx the relationship, because it's just bound to happen that you break up.
Especially,
what if she
was
tricking him too? She knows in the back of her mind she don't want to be with him. She's letting him go through all that pain and all that, and then a couple weeks after it heals up, oh yeah, by the way, I want to leave you.
Oh yeah, I'm going back with Chris Brown. oh yeah, by the way, because Hollywood different. These celebrities her list of celebrities that she's dated, she got a good premiere list.
She's got a who's who of entertainment.
Who's of entertainment, and still has another list that she hasn't scratched the surface with.
Right.
So what about, I guess,
what makes you so special that you're gonna be together
that you're the last
forever.
Stop shop.
Man, that's a good one, D.
That was my juicy news, because I was like, That's just not romantic. That
That's
just
not
don't,
romantic
that
at
don't
all.
make that don't make
That's
no
just
sense at
stupid.
all.
That's
That
like
is just
coffin wars.
that's coffin wars right there.
Damn. All right, son, good stuff. We'll move on to our pops, flops, and props.
Pops, flops, and props.
Oh, those pops, flops, and props. Who you propping, son?
So Big Pops is a University of Georgia. They're gonna be in the SEC championship once again, facing our rivals, Alabama. Man, come on now. We got to get that one. We always struggle against
Kirby's
Bama.
0-2 against Kalen DeBoer.
That's what
Brand
I'm
new
saying,
coach.
man. I'm not Saban ain't there no more. We should not be
Right.
losing to Bama no more. But Big Pops to Georgia, finishing strong, making it to another SEC championship. That's my pops.
All right. My pops is going to go to the Cowboys, knocking off the Super Bowl participants from last year, Eagles and the Chiefs, within a span of 5 days. That's
Man.
very impressive.
Very.
Already hard enough to play on a short week. Then a short week and it's Thanksgiving.
Woo.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. That's impressive. Who you flopping?
My flops is going to go to the Ravens, losing against the Cincinnati Bengals on Thanksgiving. You should have been the most prepared team of the two. The Bengals looked way more prepared than you guys. And it's like you've been saying, the Ravens, there's something about the Ravens that it looks off. It does not look good. The amount of talent they have on there, they should not be struggling to put on points like that. So that was my flop to the Ravens, and also the Eagles of just not even making it a good Black Friday game against the Chicago Bears team, who you got more experience. You're the defending champions, and you were at home. That's a flop.
Yeah, it seems like the roles were reversed there.
Yeah.
You brought up the Ravens. I heard a stat the other day that Lamar's not even running the ball as much as he did last year. Each year, his carries are going down. So he's not running as much, and he's not that big of a threat now. So teams are just loading up. Okay, just throw. We'll just wait for you to throw the ball because you're not going to run it. And, yeah, they just don't look the same. My flop is actually the Eagles starting to look like the team from 2 years ago. And Saquon, I'm almost getting to the point I'm going to tell you to sit your ass down.
Yeah, we heard it.
You're very ineffective in these games. And I don't know if it's because of last year, the toll that 2,000 yards took on your body, but something ain't right. I know they're loading up the box, man, but damn, get him into play action. Get him to, we talked about this before. Yeah, get him in space and let him do his thing. They don't even give him enough carries.
Yeah, to even get some, something going. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, my flop is to the Eagles. Who you propping, son? Who you propping?
Props is going to go to Joe Burrow. Come back after being off that whole time, and he didn't look like he lost a beat. What was he doing while he was injured? Just playing
He
Madden?
had been in his playbook.
Bro, he must have been in that playbook because he was firing off on all cylinders.
Mm-hmm.
That was my props to him, and also the Chicago Bears. 9-3, top of the division. Shoot,
one game behind the Rams.
One game behind the Rams.
We never would have thought that. I don't care. I could have guessed a million things. That wouldn't have been it.
Nah. Yeah, but I gotta get props where props is due. Man, the Chicago Bears look pretty good right now, so those are my props.
All right, my props is gonna go to Marshall Faulk. He's leaving his running backs position at Colorado, and head coach Deion Sanders become the head coach of Southern University. So, it'll be his first. Yeah, that's a HBCU school as well.
Yeah, okay.
You can have Marshall Faulk, Mike Vick, Eddie George,
and
Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson.
Mm-hmm. So
the HBCUs, baby.
HBCUs, that's a proving ground, a training ground for up and coming coaches, especially former athletes. So I like it. All right, son. We're at the point we get to tell someone to sit your ass down. Man, sit your ass down. Please. And thank you. Who you telling, son?
My sit your ass down is going to go to Jalen Green. Jalen Green, sit your ass down, man. Focus on some hoop, man. He's doing okay for Phoenix. I'm not going to say he's doing all bad, but man, get focused on the court, man. You doing all these little antics and stuff like that with somebody.
23.
You don't even know if you're gonna be there yet. 23 years old, bro. You're not even in a full season of life yet, brother. Focus on basketball. You're doing all these little extra little stuff. Focus on basketball and sit your ass down. You should never get no portrait of somebody that you don't even know. I'm not getting a portrait on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Of nobody. I'm just saying. I'm not getting a portrait. You getting a portrait of somebody that you don't even know if you're gonna be with for the rest of your life.
They
So,
were just fighting about a month ago. Remember, you talked
oh
about them.
yeah.
They were in New York
Yeah,
Fashion Week or
fighting.
whatever,
Fighting.
and they were fighting. So now I'm just gonna put this big ass tattoo on my back of you. Now that's dumb. Yeah,
Man,
sit your ass
Yeah, man.
down.
Sit your
Yeah,
ass down.
sit your ass down. I'm with you on that. D minus could go. Well, let me just back up. I'm never one to knock someone's hustle and creativity, but whoever the hell came up with the coffin wars, man, that might be one of the dumbest things that I've ever seen. I just was scrolling through it. I'm like, coffin wars. So I stopped on it and I watched that one match and I'm like, come on, man.
Yo, I'm about to put it on. I'm about to put it on and watch it.
It's stupid. It's so stupid.
That's crazy.
Man,
But the
please
coffin
sit your
wars.
ass down. Come up with something else, man. I tell you what, while you got a little time on your hands, build me and D's upcoming studio, podcasting studio.
Oh yeah.
As long
Yeah.
as it's not in a coffin,
No, we can't do.
we're
I don't
willing
get
to
that type of
listen
juju.
to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Put your time and your efforts and creativity into something else. But coffin wars, that's not it for me. All right, son, man, that was a fast moving show. We went through quite a few things, chopped it up a little
Chopped
bit.
it up, chop it up.
Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Always catch us on YouTube and Facebook. We also stream on all platforms.
All
Don't forget our
platforms.
Monday night NFL wrap-up show as well.
New episode out right now.
New
Go
episode
check that
out right now. Got your week 13 picks in that mix. Yeah, but as always, we appreciate the listeners and the watchers of the Me and D
Pops and Son
podcast.
For that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That helps us, you know what I'm saying, with the subscribers, helps the YouTube channel, our following, so you never miss an episode. Tell somebody.
Very important. Yeah.
Please subscribe to that so you know you get that bell, and anytime we drop an episode, boom, you ain't got to worry about if we got one out or not. You already subscribe to it. As soon as it drop, it's gonna give you that notification. So please subscribe to the YouTube, please.
Good reminder, son.
But
All
until next time.
But until next time.
Travis Barker in the back, baby. I'ma holla at you. Peace.